Hey everybody, Steve Sundstrom here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, there's this one movie that Hollywood just won't stop remaking. Same basic plot every time. A guy dies, but here comes the plot twist. It was a mistake. Heaven scrambles to fix it and he gets sent back to Earth in someone else's body. He's been a boxer, a quarterback, a stand-up comic. Well, and now, Glen Powell. Today, we're diving into the crazy reason Hollywood keeps remaking this one movie. So let's get started. So it all started with a play. Back in 1938, Harry Segal wrote Heaven Can Wait, a kind of high-concept comedy about death, destiny, and second chances. Except, when Hollywood came knocking a few years later, they changed the title. In 1941, the story hit the big screen as Here Comes Mr. Jordan. The plot? Joe Pendleton, a boxer, dies in a plane crash, but it turns out it wasn't his time yet, so the heavenly overseers, led by the ultra-suave Mr. Jordan, try to fix the mistake by placing Joel's soul in another man's body, and somehow it works. It's charming, it's clever, and it won 2 Oscars. And as a side note, the movie invented the idea of the benevolent afterlife administrator before it was cool. Now fast forward to 1947 and Columbia Pictures releases Down to Earth. Alexander Hall, the director of Here Comes Mr. Jordan, tried his hand at a story with a similar theme, this time a musical. Same general idea though, spirits meddling with earthly affairs, but with a little bit more dancing, a lot more Rita Hayworth, and a looser connection to the original. Think of it as a spiritual spin-off, before cinematic universes were a thing. Then, in 1978, we get the version that really cemented the title, Heaven Can Wait. Warren Beatty stars as Joe Pendleton, now a quarterback instead of a boxer, who's once again taken too soon and sent back in the body of a murdered millionaire. It's the same framework, but the tone, pure 1970s romantic melancholy, with just enough dry humor to make you smile through your existential dread. This version was just gorgeous. It's soft, it's sincere, and it somehow makes you believe that heaven might just look like a fog machine with a velvet couch. Now also, this was co-directed by Beatty himself, and it earned 9 Oscar nominations. I mean, when your celestial drama goes head-to-head with The Deer Hunter at the Oscars, that is saying something. The film was made on a budget of $6 million and would end up earning nearly $99 million at the box office. Okay, now we enter the 2000s, and things get funnier. In 2001, the story was adapted again, this time as Down to Earth, with Chris Rock. Same premise, but with a very early 2000s twist. Rock plays a stand-up comedian who dies too early and ends up in the body of a wealthy old white guy. It's broader, it's more overtly comedic, and it leans hard into themes of race, privilege, and identity. Is it as timeless as the earlier versions? Well, maybe not, but it is an example of how flexible the concept really is. You can update it, remix it, and it still basically works. Which brings us to 2025. Now, while it is still in early development, Heaven Can Wait is being remade again, this time with Glen Powell in the lead. According to an article that appeared in The Hollywood Reporter, writer Stephen Gaghan, an Oscar winner for his script for the 2000 film Traffic, is writing the project for Powell to star in. It will be loosely based on Harry Segal's play of the same name, and not a direct remake of the 1978 movie that starred Warren Beatty, but will again focus on the idea of a man being pulled up to heaven before his time. Now look, I think this might actually be a great fit. Powell has this throwback charm that reminds me of vintage leading men, but with just enough modern self-awareness to pull off the whole, wait, this isn't my body bit. Now we don't know a ton yet. There's no trailer, no confirmed director, but the tone, well, if they balance heart and humor the way the 1978 version did, it could really work. And Powell's career right now is at the exact sweet spot where he's recognizable, likable, and ready to headline something classic. So why does this story keep coming back? Well, I think it's because the theme is universal. We all wonder what comes next. We all want second chances, and we all like a little romance with our metaphysics. Heaven Can Wait is less about death and more about life, who we are, what we want, and how we get back up when everything gets taken away. Now here's where I want to hear from you. Have you ever seen any of these film adaptations of Harry Segal's play? And if so, which is your favorite? For me, it's the 1978 film starring Warren Beatty and Julie Christie. I have seen this movie so many times and it never gets old. Now I look forward to reading your comments. Also, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel, where I mostly talk about the movies, music, and TV shows that I love from growing up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. As always, thank you so much for watching, stay safe out there, and have a great day.